Dear God, today, I turn to you with humility, in search of the peace and security that only you can provide. I recognize that you are the only one capable of meeting these needs in my life, and that is why I turn to Psalm 87 as a fervent prayer. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I realize the depth of your promises and the protection you offer your children. At this moment, I cry out for you to pour your peace upon me, filling every part of my being with the tranquility that comes only from you. Just as Psalm 87 declares that you founded your holy city on the mountains, I ask you to establish a place of safety in my life. May your presence be like an unshakable refuge, where I find shelter and protection from the storms that arise around me. Merciful God, just as Psalm 87 mentions that you register the people as citizens of your city, I beseech you to register me as your beloved son. I wish for my life to be guided by you, for each of my steps to be firm in your will, and for your peace to accompany me on each journey. Lord, just as Psalm 87 exalts your glory and your grace, I also want to exalt your name and give you praise. You are worthy of all worship and recognition, for you are the God who brings peace and security to those who trust in you. In Psalm 87, it is clear that you are the source of all blessing and protection. Therefore, I beg that your peace, which surpasses all human understanding, envelopes my life and drives away all fear and insecurity. May your security be like an impregnable fortress, guarding me from all evil. Loving Father, I surrender to you in this moment, trusting in your promises and the power of your word. Make Psalm 87 a living prayer in my life, bringing peace and security in all aspects. May the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, fill my heart and mind. May your security guide me in every step I take, protecting me from the enemy's traps. I thank you, God, for listening to me and responding to my supplications. I trust you completely, and I know that, through Psalm 87, I will find the peace and security that I so long for. Dear God, today, I come before you with gratitude and reverence, recognizing the power you have to bestow precious gifts on my life. It is with humility that I turn to Psalm 87, seeking to understand the magnitude of your promises and the generosity that you emanate. O God, as I contemplate Psalm 87, I realize the grandeur of your gifts and the way you transform lives through them. At this moment, I ask you, in your infinite kindness, to pour out these precious gifts upon me, according to your will. You are the only one capable of meeting all my needs. Therefore, I pray that you grant the peace that surpasses all human understanding, filling every part of my being with tranquility and serenity. May the security that comes from you be an unshakable fortress in my life. I recognize, O God, that you are the giver of all blessings. In Psalm 87, I realize that your grace is abundant and that you are the source of all provision. I ask you, in your mercy, to grant me the precious gifts I need to live a full and meaningful life in you. May the gift of peace guide me through adversity, bringing me comfort and hope. May the gift of wisdom guide me in my decisions, so that I may follow the paths that please you. And may the gift of love overflow in my heart, enabling me to love and serve others as you love and serve. Loving Father, I thank you for your generosity and for deeming me worthy to receive these precious gifts. Enable me to be a good steward of these gifts, using them for the glory of your name and for the good of those around me. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of your power to bestow precious gifts. May I live each day in gratitude and awareness of your goodness and generosity. Dear God, today, I lift my voice to you with deep conviction, recognizing Psalm 87 as a strong and powerful prayer that connects us directly to your presence. Through these inspired words, I find strength and confidence in you. knowing that you answer the prayers of those who seek with all their hearts. O God, as I delve into Psalm 87, I realize the richness and depth of its words. Right now, I yield to this powerful prayer, knowing that your answer is near to those who cry out to you. Grant me the grace to experience the power of Psalm 87 in my life. May every word spoken be like an arrow launched towards your heart, reaching your mercy and your benevolence. You are the God who hears the prayers of your children and who responds with love and wisdom. Just as Psalm 87 brings comfort and hope to those who cry for peace and security, I join in this prayer, seeking refuge in you and finding comfort in your presence. May the prayer of Psalm 87 be a spiritual weapon in my life, strengthening my faith and renewing my hopes. Enable me to trust you fully, knowing that you are the God who acts in response to the prayers of those who seek you. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder that I can place all my hopes and desires before you. May I find comfort and security in your presence, knowing that you are always by my side. Dear God, I pray that the words of Psalm 87 will echo in my heart and mind, empowering me to pray with faith and boldness. May I cling to your word, trusting that every supplication I raise to you will be heard and answered in accordance with your perfect will. Dear God, today, I stand before you with an open and humble heart, seeking to meditate on your promises and your divine protection. I recognize that your words are true and that your faithfulness is unshakable. At this moment, I turn to Psalm 87, finding in it a refuge for my soul. O God, when meditating on Psalm 87, I realize the greatness of your promises and the certainty of your protection. In him I find comfort and security, knowing that you are my refuge and strength. Today, I surrender to your word and delve into the promises it contains. Promises of peace, provision, direction, and care. Promises that you are by my side at all times, guarding me from all evil and leading me along safe paths. Help me, O God, to meditate daily on your promises. May they be like a source of life and hope, renewing my faith and strengthening my trust in you. Enable me to remember them in times of distress and uncertainty, so that I can find comfort and courage in the midst of adversity. In addition to your promises, I also meditate on your divine protection. Just as Psalm 87 reminds us that you are a shield around us, I hold fast to that truth. Protect me, O God, from visible and invisible dangers. Guard my mind, my body, and my soul. Deliver me from all evil and also free those I love. I recognize that your protection is constant and infallible. May I walk with the certainty that you are always by my side, guarding me and guiding me. May your presence be my source of confidence and security in all circumstances. Dear God, I thank you for your promises and your divine protection. May I meditate on them daily, finding in them the peace that surpasses all human understanding. Dear God, today, I come to you with a heart full of gratitude and hope, recognizing Psalm 87 as a source of inspiration for establishing a place of safety in my life. Confident in your promises, I ask that you pour your grace upon me, building a solid and unshakable refuge in my existence. O God, just as Psalm 87 declares that you founded your holy city on the mountains, I pray that you will establish a place of safety in my life. May your presence be like an impregnable fortress, where I find shelter and protection against the storms that arise around me. At this moment, I surrender all my worries, fears, and insecurities to you. I ask that, in your infinite wisdom, you build walls of protection around me, keeping away all evil that tries to reach me. May your peace envelop every area of my life, bringing stability and serenity. Loving God, I cry out to you to establish a place of safety in my mind. May the storms of anxious and negative thoughts be dispelled by the light of your truth. Enable me to renew my mind with your word, filling it with thoughts of hope, faith, and trust in you. Lord, I also ask that you establish a place of safety in my heart. May your presence fill every empty space, bringing deep and lasting peace. Help me to trust you with all my heart, knowing that you are my refuge and strength at all times. Furthermore, I call upon you to establish a place of safety in my practical life. May I find stability in my relationships, in my health, in my finances, and in all areas that surround me. Empower me to make decisions aligned with your will, following the paths that lead me to true security and prosperity. Loving Father, I thank you in advance for hearing my prayer and for establishing a place of safety in my life. I trust in your promises, and I know that you are the God who fulfills all your words. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of your power to build a haven of safety. May I live each day trusting in you, finding peace and protection in your presence. Dear God, with gratitude and reverence, I turn to you, recognizing the presence of Psalm 87 as a prayer that exalts your greatness and your faithfulness in being an unshakable refuge. At this moment, I seek shelter in you, trusting that your presence is the fortress in which I can find comfort, security, and peace. O God, as I contemplate Psalm 87, I realize the magnitude of your presence as a refuge for my soul. Amid the storms of life, I find comfort in knowing that I can take shelter in you, for you are the God who never fails and never disappoints. Today, I surrender to your sovereignty and kindness, recognizing that you are the perfect refuge for every situation I face. When uncertainty and fear try to bring me down, I find strength and courage in taking refuge in you. You are the firm rock on which I can build my life. Loving Father, I ask that your presence be a concrete reality in my life. Enable me to feel your closeness in every moment, knowing that I am never alone. May your peace flood my heart, calming all anxieties and worries. Help me, O God, to trust you with all my heart, even when circumstances around me seem uncertain. May my faith be strengthened by realizing that your presence is a safe and unshakable refuge, capable of sustaining me in all adversity. Lord, may your presence be a beacon in the midst of darkness, guiding me towards hope and victory. May I find comfort in your word, which is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Dear God, I thank you for being the unshakable refuge in my life. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of your constant and powerful presence. May I live each day seeking refuge in you, finding strength and security in your presence. With humility and gratitude, I turn to you, recognizing trust in divine guidance and your will as a central theme of Psalm 87. At this time, I seek to strengthen my trust in you, knowing that your guidance is perfect and your will is sovereign. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I realize the importance of trusting your guidance in all areas of my life. I recognize that, in my human limitations, I cannot fully understand the path I must follow. But I trust in your wisdom and your direction, for you are the God who knows all things. Today, I place my trust in you, knowing that your guidance is safe and trustworthy. Enable me to hear your voice amid the tumult of this world, to discern your will, and to follow your ways. May my life be guided by your wisdom and your truth, allowing me to experience the fullness of life you have for me. Loving Father, help me to surrender completely to your will. Enable me to trust that even when my heart's plans and desires do not come to fruition, your will is perfect and your goodness is incomparable. May I find contentment in following you, even when I don't understand the paths you choose for me. Lord, remove from me any trace of doubt or fear regarding your will. Strengthen my faith so that I can trust you fully, knowing that your guidance is for my good and that your will is best for me. Dear God, I thank you for being the faithful guide in my life. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder that I can trust your guidance and your sovereign will. Enable me to surrender to you daily, seeking your direction and obeying with joy. With reverence and gratitude, I raise my voice to you, recognizing the exaltation of your glory and grace as the central theme of Psalm 87. At this time, I wish to exalt and honor your greatness, recognizing that you are worthy of all worship and praise. O God, as I contemplate Psalm 87, I marvel at your glory that is manifested in all creation. You are the creator of the universe, the Lord of the heavens and the earth. Your glory extends beyond the limits of time and space, and in you I find the source of all beauty and majesty. Today, I surrender to your glory and grace, recognizing that you are worthy of all praise. You are the compassionate and merciful God, whose grace extends to all who seek you. In the midst of my weaknesses and limitations, I find comfort in your grace that sustains and restores me. Loving Father, fill my heart with gratitude for your abundant grace. I do not deserve your love and forgiveness, but you, in your infinite kindness, extend your hand to rescue and redeem me. May my life be a reflection of your grace, sharing it with those around me. Lord, may your glory shine in my life. Enable me to live up to your standards of righteousness and holiness. May every thought, word, and action be an expression of your glory, pointing others to you. Dear God, I thank you for your glory and grace that fill my being. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of your greatness and goodness. Enable me to live a life of worship and praise, exalting your glory in everything I do. With reverence and gratitude, I raise my voice to you, recognizing divine sovereignty as a source of blessing and protection, as expressed in Psalm 87. At this time, I desire to surrender to your supreme authority, trusting you as my protector and provider. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I marvel at your sovereignty that reigns over all things. You are the supreme ruler of the universe, whose power and wisdom transcend all human understanding. In you I find security and refuge, as you are the only one who controls every aspect of my life. Today, I surrender to your sovereignty, recognizing that you are the author of every blessing in my life. Every gift, every provision, and every protection comes from you. Enable me to have a grateful heart, recognizing and valuing the countless blessings you shower upon me daily. Loving Father, I trust you as my protector. I recognize that under your sovereignty I am safe and guarded. May your presence be a shield around me, warding off all evil and danger that tries to reach me. Enable me to rest in you, knowing that you are in control of all circumstances. Lord, help me trust your sovereign will, even when situations seem challenging. May I recognize that your wisdom is perfect, and that your will, even if not understood by me, is always for my good. Dear God, I thank you for your sovereignty that rules over my life. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of your supreme authority. Enable me to live in submission to you, trusting in your protection and receiving your abundant blessings. Dear God, with humility and longing, I turn to you, recognizing the quest for peace that surpasses all human understanding, as evidenced in Psalm 87. In this moment, I cry out for that supernatural peace that only you can provide, transcending the limitations and afflictions of this world. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I realize the deep need for peace that exists in my heart and in humanity as a whole. We live in a world full of conflicts, uncertainties, and anxieties, but you are the Prince of Peace, capable of calming the inner storms. Today, I seek your peace that surpasses all human understanding. Enable me to find rest in your presence, regardless of the circumstances around me. May your peace, which goes beyond human understanding, flood my mind and my heart, bringing serenity and balance. Loving Father, I know that true peace can only be found in you. In the midst of trials and tribulations, help me to fix my eyes on you and trust in your faithfulness. May my peace not depend on circumstances, but be established in the certainty of your love and constant care. Lord, enable me to be an agent of peace in this troubled world. May your peace flow through me, touching the lives of those around me. Help me to be a peacemaker, seeking reconciliation and unity where there is division and conflict. Dear God, I thank you for being the source of true peace. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder that I can seek the peace that surpasses all human understanding in you. Enable me to rest in your peace, to share it with others, and to be an instrument of transformation in this world. With reverence and gratitude, I raise my voice to you, recognizing divine security as an impregnable fortress, as expressed in Psalm 87. At this moment, I seek refuge in you, trusting that you are my unshakable rock, my protection against all evil. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I marvel at your assurance that transcends human limitations. You are the invincible fortress, the safe refuge in the midst of adversity. In you I find shelter against the storms of life, for you are the God who never fails and never abandons his children. Today, I seek your divine security, knowing that in you I find peace and protection. I renew my trust in your faithfulness and power, recognizing that you are capable of keeping me in all circumstances. May your presence be my fortress, a shield that surrounds and sustains me. Loving Father, remove all fear and insecurity from me. Enable me to trust you fully, knowing that your security is unparalleled. May I rest in your promise that you are with me in every situation, facing each challenge with courage and faith. Lord, help me remember that my security is in you and not in the things of this world. May I not trust in fleeting riches, but find my true security in your constant presence. Enable me to live a life of dependence and surrender to you, knowing that in you I am invincible. Dear God, I thank you for being my impregnable fortress. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder that I can trust in your divine security. Enable me to live with courage, trusting in your protection and walking in the security of your presence. Dear God, with humility and confidence, I raise my voice to you, recognizing the importance of surrender to you, trusting in your promises and your word, as expressed in Psalm 87. In this moment, I completely surrender to you, placing my life in your hands and placing my trust in your infallible promises. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I marvel at the transformative power of surrender to you. You are the faithful God, whose promises are true and trustworthy. In you I find security and direction, for your word is the anchor of my soul and the light for my path. Today, I surrender completely to you, knowing that you are my loving and providing Father. I abandon any resistance and self-control, recognizing that your will is perfect and that you have the best for me. Enable me to trust your promises even when I cannot understand the paths I walk. Beloved Father, help me delve deeply into your word, for it is life and truth to me. May I meditate on it day and night, finding strength and encouragement to persevere. Enable me to live in obedience to your commandments, knowing that in your word I find wisdom and discernment. Lord, help me to surrender all my worries, desires, and dreams to you. Enable me to trust that you are capable of taking care of every aspect of my life. May my surrender to you be a continuous act, renewed every day, trusting that you are my safe refuge. Dear God, I thank you for your infallible promises and for your word that guides my steps. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of the importance of surrender to you. Enable me to trust in your promises and to live in complete dependence on you, knowing that in you I find fullness of life. Dear God, with gratitude and reverence, I turn to you, recognizing prayer as a powerful instrument to bring peace and security in all aspects of life, as expressed in Psalm 87. At this time, I desire to lift my voice to you in prayer, trusting that you hear and respond to the pleas of my heart. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I marvel at the privilege of being able to communicate directly with you through prayer. You are the God who bends down to hear my words, my deepest desires, and my intercessions. In you I find peace and security, knowing that you are attentive to my every cry. Today, I recognize the importance of prayer in my life. Enable me to seek your presence in prayer, surrendering before you in total dependence. May my communion with you be constant and sincere, bringing peace to my heart and security amidst life's uncertainties. Loving Father, you know every aspect of my life, even before I tell you. I invite you to enter each area, bringing your peace and security. May my prayer be a moment of surrender, trusting that you have the best for me and that you are capable of transforming any situation. Lord, help me to persevere in prayer, even when the answers are not immediate. May I trust in your wisdom and your perfect timing. Enable me to pray with faith and expectation, knowing that you are the God who keeps his promises and who acts in answer to our prayers. Dear God, I thank you for the privilege of prayer. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of the importance of approaching you in prayer, finding peace and security in your presence. Enable me to be a faithful intercessor, praying not only for myself but also for others, that all may experience your peace and security in their lives. With gratitude and reverence, I raise my voice to you, recognizing the need to fill my heart and mind with the peace that comes from you, as expressed in Psalm 87. At this moment, I cry out for this divine peace that transcends the concerns and turmoil of this world, seeking to find rest in you. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I marvel at the promise that your peace can fill and overflow my heart and mind. You are the Prince of Peace, whose love and grace are capable of calming inner storms and bringing tranquility in the midst of chaos. Today, I long for the peace that only you can grant. Enable me to surrender all my worries, anxieties, and fears to you, trusting that you are my safe haven. May your peace, which surpasses all human understanding, flood my mind, bringing clarity and serenity, and fill my heart, bringing comfort and hope. Loving Father, help me to fix my thoughts on all that is true, noble, just, pure, lovely, and praiseworthy. Enable me to reject negative thoughts and fill my mind with your word, which is life and light. May I experience the peace that comes from thinking of you and trusting in your promises. Lord, I ask that your peace overflows in all areas of my life. May I be a channel of peace to those around me, sharing your grace and love. Enable me to live in harmony with you and others, seeking reconciliation and unity in all situations. Dear God, I thank you for being the source of true peace. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder that I can find fulfillment in my heart and mind with your peace. Enable me to rest in you, trust your promises, and live in peace regardless of the circumstances around me. With humility and gratitude, I raise my voice to you, recognizing the importance of divine guidance in every step I take, protecting myself from the traps of the enemy, as expressed in Psalm 87. At this time, I seek your wisdom and protection, trusting that you are my safe guide in the midst of adversity. O God, as I meditate on Psalm 87, I marvel at your faithfulness in guiding and protecting your children. You are the great shepherd who leads his flock with love and care. In you I find the guidance I need to make wise decisions and discern the enemy's traps that try to divert me from your purpose. Today, I cry out for your divine guidance in every step I take, Grant me the humility to recognize my dependence on you and the wisdom to follow your will. Protect me, O God, against the wiles of the enemy, who tries to mislead me and deceive me with his lies. Loving Father, enable me to be attentive to your voice and the signs that guide me. May every decision I make be aligned with your will and advance your kingdom. Keep me from falling into subtle traps and keep away from me all evil that seeks to harm me. Lord, I ask that your protection surrounds me like a shield. Strengthen me to resist the temptations and traps of the enemy. May your light dispel the darkness around me, revealing the truth and removing all deception that seeks to confuse me. Dear God, I thank you for being my guide and protector. May Psalm 87 be a constant reminder of the importance of your divine guidance and protection in my life. Enable me to trust you fully, knowing that in your presence I find security and discernment. Amen.